Forever, looking forward.
Okay, so you're gonna stay, so somebody can stay.
I just don't have it here right now.
Okay. Your...
Yeah, Kyle, my house.
Okay, one second.
Yitzi Honig. I got that. Yitzi Honig's right here. Where's Yitzi? I'm not forgetting that. Okay, that's all right. They charge $50 to replace it.
Beautiful.
Is that Chrissy
In position.
Where? They just went down?
No, I think...
Like Zach coming in on his board. Like Zach crossing the finish line at 1 minute and 3 seconds even, 1.03. Like Zach at 1.03. Okay, now it's getting serious. We've got Zevi Fryer coming down, and he's going to be followed by Dave Schwartz. Zevi Fryer followed by Dave Schwartz.
3, 2.
Say Chai4ever.
We watch Zevi coming in. Looking good. Zevi Fryer crossing the board. Wow, Zevi Fryer, 1 minute, 3 seconds, .81.
He's not going around the gates.
.81 behind Maishi Zaks. At
He's trying to...
1.03 for Maishi Zaks, and 103.81 for Zevi Fryer. Dave Schwartz is on his way down. Dave Schwartz missed the finish line, did not cross the infrared line. Dave Schwartz, turn around, face the booth. You got to do that at Reaper. We got a disqualification. You got to stay within the line.
So L, number 4, L Schillian.
Dave Schwartz's time.
Ready?
He's disqualified. He's going to do it again.
Go.
I think the hardest thing to learn is you turn well above the gate.
Ellie Schillian's coming down.
Where your brain says turn at the gate, but you really got to be turned above.
Elchanan Chilian coming down. Elchanan Chilian coming down.
Have a time split.
Elchanan Chilian coming down. Elchanan Chilian on a board. Elchanan Chilian crossing the finish line. Running.
Hold on. Are you on the list? Yes? Okay. Some people are going down, yeah.
Yeah, I found it a long time ago, it's okay.
Hang on a second.
Blue on your left, red on your right side. Pretty much.
Jaco, you ready?
Jaco Biederman on the skis. Right now, our top skier's time is Abraham Zaks at 49.04. Jaco Biederman coming down on his first run.
Good. You're the fastest time, I think, huh?
Jakob Biederman coming down on the skis, followed by Ellie Biederman.
All right.
Yeah, don't push. No, you
He
can't.
might beat you. The
can
guy
hold
that
on
just
to that
went,
to
he's
get
doing
started.
good. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Who's your number one?
Out.
Jakob Biederman on the skis, coming to the finish line. Do we have a new front runner? Jakob Biederman comes in at 46.55. Is now leading the pack. 46.55 is the fastest time down on run one.
Forever!
Okay.
Let's go! Chai4ever!
Right now, in terms of ski,
Let's go!
Okay, who's next? I'll go. Wait till he gets about halfway, then we're gonna send him.
Here's up for a second run.
There you go. Come on up.
Ellie Biederman's about to come in.
Come on.
Go!
What's his name? Who was this?
Ellie Biederman coming in. Ellie Biederman coming in. We got Ellie Biederman's time at 54.45. 54 seconds, .45. Abraham Sachs is on his second run. Abraham Sachs is coming down. Looking to DQ'd. Abraham Sachs coming through. Has been, have to do a redo, Abraham. You missed some gates. The referee says you missed some gates on the way down. You're going to have to redo that. Disqualified time.
Disqualified. That's it. Throw him out. Number 10? Yeah. Okay. Hang on, let him go. He's tearing it up.
Ira
Sachs, number 10.
Sachs is coming on the second run. See if he can beat his time of 54.93 on the board.
Wait, let him get about halfway.
Ouch.
Whoever wants to know. Who's next? You gotta make sure his time.
Chai4ever.
I can go. Yep.
Chai4ever.
He has queued Ari Sachs.
Number 10.
He fell and missed the turn. Ari Sachs, you got to do a redo.
Go ahead, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Moses Sachs on the boards coming down. Moses Sachs on the boards coming down.
Okay, come on up. Let me see. Who are you again? Who's next? Come on.
Ooh, a little far. Get in there closer.
Good for you, buddy.
Gotta pretend like I'm not scared anymore.
So I got.
You're not
no,
scared.
that's none of him.
You're not? What
That's
you
you.
be scared of?
Okay,
You're not
number
scared.
8. Huh?
Last week was the first time.
Chai4ever!
Good.
That's why I hit the gym now.
Call. Hey, you want to send him?
Moshi Sachs on the second run.
Go ahead.
Moshi Sachs trying to beat his original time of 1.03 seconds. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Can he beat it?
Okay, who's next?
Mozak, I'm sorry, this is Mozak at 107. Can he beat that time? Time now is 1 minute, 3.6. Menachem Sachs coming down on run 2.
Whoa!
Followed by Elliot Sachs, both are boarding. We're looking at Menachem Sachs coming in.
What's the score you now?
You don't have to miss out. That's the way to do it. It's all good. Perfect.
Menachem Sachs coming in. Menachem Sachs is coming in, cruising in, shows off by jumping a little bit.
Chai4ever!
Elliot Sachs has been disqualified. You missed a bunch of gates, you gotta do a redo. Back up there, do it right.
Went straight down. Care about the gate.
Number 17. Remember that.
Stop with the technical.
Yes.
You have to go on the outside.
Be another day.
Go ahead, Dave. Ready?
Yitzhak Koenig is on his way down.
Outside, Dave. Outside. Keep going. There you go. He's got it now. Yep.
Okay, we got Yitzhak Koenig coming in.
He's got it now.
Dave Schwartz is coming in behind him. Trying to get his first legitimate run. The refs are watching carefully as Honig comes in.
Okay.
The Montreal legend is coming in, Yitzchak Honig. Gonna be following man Salzburg. Dave Schwartz coming through the finish line. Dave Schwartz. We got him at 54.45. Dave Schwartz, first run, 54.45. Dave, get right back up into his second run. Dave Schwartz, 54 seconds, .45. Mayor Salzburg on his way down.
Say Chai4ever.
Chai4ever. Okay, Pete, on your ball.
One more time. Chai4ever.
Chai4ever.
Good.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
How does it work?
We got Mayor Salzburg coming down, and Zevi followed by Zevi Fryer. We got Mayor Salzburg on skis, followed by Zevi Fryer on board.
Chai4ever.
Last night.
Blue and the red. Blue and the red.
Yeah. Blue on your left side, red on your right side for the most part all the way down. There's no delays on this.
You're 25.
25? Should go?
Yep.
I can run right too, right?
Ready, Pete?
Chai4ever.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay. 25. Here we go. Newman.
Newhouse. What's his name?
Jet. Newhouse. Newhouse, Newman. Of course, hold up. Okay, buddy. You hang on. Good job. Thank you. Number 11, Pete.
Maishi Newman coming in.
Number 11. Ready?
Maishi Newman coming in.
Ready?
Maishi Newman coming in on his first run. Do we have a time? Rocking it. 52.60. Maishi Newman on skis. What a great first run. 52 seconds, .60. Maishi Newman on the skis.
You are 20.
What's
your number?
20?
4.
Say Chai4ever.
And that would be Neil Newhouse, the one that was marked as Newman.
Chai4ever.
Chai4ever.
With a rock star time for his first run of 52.60. Mike Zach's coming in on the board, followed by Elton and Cillian. We got Mike Zach really ripping it down, 58 seconds, 59 seconds, 1 minute. Mike Zach, second run, 1 minute, 1 second, .47, 1.47. Elton and Cillian is tearing it up, coming down.
The gates are always on the inside, so outside of the book. I got it. Not the last one. Yeah, exactly. So every gate. Now the last gate is included or not? Every gate.
You go outside.
Gates on the. Okay, screw that.
Abraham Zach's coming down for his second run after being disqualified.
Okay, come on up, buddy. Yeah, we'll let it go a little bit. You are yet trying to find it. Remember? All right, Zach. 5. Yeah.
Abraham Zach's coming down.
Okay, ready?
Wait, I want to wait till I finish. I want to see.
No, you don't. Just go.
37.
Let's go.
Abraham Zach's coming in. 42, 43, 44, 45, 40. Abraham Zach's second run. 46.85. 46.85.
3, 2, 1.
46.85. No, number 1. Have a finishing time, Jacob Peterman, 45.90. Beating time by half a second. 45.90 for Jacob Peterman on the speed, followed by Ellie Peterman. Ellie Peterman followed by Steel Newhouse. Steel Newhouse is coming up, looking, the time to beat, guys, on the time to beat is 45.90. 45.90. Coming in, 43 seconds. 44, 45. Crossing the finish line.
Oh, sorry.
It's
okay.
136
It's okay.
Finish?
Oh, it's you.
Okay,
Yeah.
they do have the second time and define fastest time. Rather than preferring videotape, just making sure that the top one is...
Ski4ever! Be all over your website.
Ski4ever!
You loud moving around that pole. Aryeh Zach, almost done. Aryeh Zach's coming across the finish line. Aryeh Zach's boarding time, 55.62. Aryeh Zach's boarding time, 55.62.
Fastest snowboarder.
Falling short of his 1 second of his previous run.
Are you the fastest boarder? Are you the fastest boarder? Yeah. What happened to Chilean? How fast does Chilean go?
The finish line, 1.09.58. 1 minute, 9 seconds, .58.
Chai4ever. Chai4ever. Turner and Maishi Newman, but my assumption is that they probably didn't want to go on the race. My assumption is they didn't want to go on the race because I know Turner didn't know if he was allowed to race.
The only one that's wanting to do it is
I know.
Whoa. 1 second.
Ah, c'est l'chaim.
Hey, you gotta share. We have weed. We'll give you 9 bags later.
You want guns? I have no problem sharing.
I'm going. I'll save it.
I have no problem sharing. We have to go to the house to fill it up. I have in my bag.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole bottle.
Tomorrow.
My 12 and 13-year-old.
Oh, yeah, they count?
Coming in on a 46.70. 46.70. That's Abraham Zach's final contested time. We're looking
Chai4ever.
26
and
points.
Jakob Peterman and Dave Schwartz will be the final contestants this season.
Minutes?
What?
Chai4ever! Long live the foreverness!
45.90. Peterman's fastest time is 45.90. Abraham Zach.
Chai4ever!
He's gonna go next. Maishi Zach's coming in as a final contestant as a boarder. Jakob, what's up? I'm announcing what's up. Video guy, Elano, video tape ending. Maishi Zach crossing the line. Our final finish 40 time for Maishi Zach is 1 minute, 1 second, .91. 1.01.91. So Maishi Zach is 3 times worth. 1.03, 1.01.47, and on his final run he comes in at 1.01.91. Elchanan Chilean coming down. Elchanan Chilean's times were 1.04.41, 1.03.58, and now he's coming down for his run. Biederman and Schwartz got to be positioned up on top for your final run. Biederman, Jakob Biederman and Dave Schwartz, you got to be up there for your final run. Here comes Elchanan Chilean. Elchanan Chilean crossing the line. Final results, Elchanan Chilean, 1.01.26. 1.01.26, which means that he beat Maishi Zach by less than a half a second. 1.01.26, Elchanan Chilean is leading in the final round on the boarding side. On the skiing side, we still got 2 contestants, Dave Schwartz and Jakob Biederman, and we're missing our third boarder.
Here, Aryeh Zach. You have to go first.
I'm over their time.
Aryeh Zach, you can get up there and do...
I did it already 3 times.
1 sec. Aryeh Zach, you can get up there as a final contestant.
I should go up again?
Yeah, move it.
Guys, avoid the speaker for you to start. Yeah, go move it to the Shabbat.
I didn't know my father.
Who's coming down?
Could be
Biederman. Schwartz, Biederman.
Mike, pretty good on those skis. Dave Schwartz on his way down. 4 seconds. Good skier. Dave Schwartz on his final round. Dave Schwartz, 37, 38, 39, 40. Dave Schwartz, 41, 42, 43. 44, 45. Final time for Dave Schwartz, 47.90. 47.90 for Dave Schwartz, which means he's in second place. Second place behind Avram Zaks. 47.90 in the final round for Dave Schwartz. Running up to Avram Zaks is 46.70. Yaakov Biederman's going to be teed up there, attempting to unseat. Yaakov Biederman ripping down, super motivated, looking to come out on top after this long, rigorous competition. Yaakov Biederman coming in. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Wow. Yaakov Biederman's final time is 46.38. We've got a winner. It's Yaakov Biederman. Yaakov Biederman has won the very first Ski4ever competition, skiing down the slalom route. Final time, 46.38. Top dog, Yaakov Biederman 3 times, 46.55, 45.90, and in the final run, 46.38. He did it. He talked about it. He boasted. He claimed he was going to win, and yes, he did win. We are now waiting for our final snowboard contestant.
Yo, yay! No?
Yaakov Biederman. Let's get some comments.
Okay, Moshe Zaks and Elchanan Shilyan is sitting there throwing water bombs. And our last 40 contestants, Ari Zaks, coming down.
Yay, Sheva!
Trying to not miss his spots as he comes down. Right now he's at 37 seconds. We got Elchanan Shilyan in the booth, holding on to the countertop really tight, hoping and hoping that we get a disqualification. Aryeh Zaks coming down. Otherwise, it looks like he's at 49 seconds, 50 seconds, 51, 52. Uh-oh, it looks like he's got it. It looks like he's got it. He's got it, 50. Okay, Aryeh Zaks, final time is... Technical issue. Time was 56.68, which means we've got a final winner. Aryeh Zaks, #1 boarder. Ski4ever 2017. Aryeh Zaks, #1 boarder. And our #1 skier, Yaakov Biederman. Let's get a little high five going over there. Peter, thank you for a great day.
Ski4ever! Ski4ever!
God.
Someone should go and grab the Gemma! Lena!
Putting it in. Good.
Thank you, thank you.
I didn't respond.
Ski forever!
Oh, great job.
Good.
Forever!
That's it.
Yeah!
Are you joking?
We just got it.
Ski forever!
Got a little held up.
Ski forever!
Ski forever!
I'm trying to figure out how to get over here. But it's pretty good.
Chai4ever, Ski4ever. An amazing day skiing with Ski4ever. So happy we came out. Conditions were fantastic. Everybody had the greatest time. Well done. And we thank them for inviting us. Can't wait to come back again. Ski4ever! Ski4ever!
Ski forever! We had so much fun today with Ski forever. Woo!
Amazing. This was like the best trip of the season. Ski forever!
Ski forever! We had an awesome time! Ski forever! Number one!
Jack, whatever, just come down along and take a picture.
Ski forever! We had an amazing time.
Wonderful, great day.
Ski forever, wonderful event. Really, really well played.
Woo! Yeah, I'm so excited.
There's two parts to this hotel, right? One that's actually renovated and one that's not.
Oh, really? I'm the non-renovated, it's hell.
You got the renovated one?
I'm the non-renovated, it's hell. Really?
I wish they might slide. It needs it's got water in that one.
Yeah, but we're gonna go there. Might need them down there on the...
1 second.
You know, they didn't make it to the...
Oh, that's just a regular one. Yeah, right. You want a piece of steak? One of the blankets too small. No, I got it long gone. It is long gone. No, we have more. What? Here? Oh. I work 12 different months.
Can't be in picture.
We were just like trying to...
You gotta drink water outside.
Really?
Yeah. The water is something
And then you put on the foot in the bubble. And
1 second, 1 second.
You don't even look like the rest of us.
that will be after
And there's a lot of
I'll never come back here again. I mean, like trying to basically steal money from and then they wait. They will like extremely happy. You know, you tell them next time. What do you think? $5,000 worth? And $5,000. Just up to $5,000.
They stopped.
Wine glass? No, I both ways is great.
Some people, I don't know. Give on the stage. If you'll bless the stars, give them a whole tackle.
I go up and down where the wheels up and up. I don't have Oh my gosh.
Your wife have a camp now?
Why? Nothing is outside of
I really want to be out here, but I close.
That's classy. That's great. Wow. Yitzi, you're about to get your public recognition. Just sit tight. It's coming. You can't? Really? Okay. Wise guys. Tough crowd. Welcome to Ski4ever 2017. I think everybody today had a wonderful time, and certainly for an amazing purpose. As in any competition, there has to be one winner. However, today, I feel really comfortable telling you that every single person in this room did an amazing mitzvah by participating, and we're all winners. I have been blessed with a few siblings who consider themselves the very best skiers out there. And a number of years of listening to this, it's really a pleasure to come down to a slope and actually figure out who's got a game. Silence is deafening. Anyways, so first off, in our skiing competition for the fastest slalom skier today, I really had only one aspiration, that the winner's last name should not be a Zax or a Biederman. I actually got halfway there, as we do not have a Zax winner in the skiing competition. Okay, so in terms of times, the person who came in number four, Yechiel Newhouse, I'm count fourth, right? His best time today, interesting, was, that's so interesting, wow. 51 seconds. That's really good. Our third place was Dovie Schwartz, 47.90, 47 seconds, .90. Our runner-up was Avram Zax at 46.70 seconds. And finally, the fastest skier in the group today, Yaakov Biederman, 45.90 seconds. 45.90. So essentially, Yaakov came in 0.80 of a second ahead of Avram to win this competition. Yaakov, coming up and take an award. Ezzy, you want to come join me for the awards presentation with Yaakov? Oh, I think you put. Sorry. I didn't know it was so.
Way better than here, doing.
That's right.
One more, please. One more.
Okay. Before we move on to the boarding competition, I want to take a minute to thank Yaakov for really putting together this event, and a special thank you, heartfelt thank you to his uncle Ari for all the delicious food you're eating tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, now to the boarding competition. we got the a little confusing here. In fourth place in the boarding competition, coming all the way from Los Angeles, California to compete in Ski4ever.
Thank you very much. Autographs later, people.
Mo Zacks at 1 minute, 3 seconds, .06. Coming in third place from Lakewood, New Jersey, Maishi Zacks, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 second, .47. And now we have in second place, Elchanan Chilean at 1 minute, 1 second, .26. And now, this is really an incredible accomplishment, because if you listen to all these scores in the skiing and in the boarding, you saw that the top 3 or 4 were very close. You know, there's like a 0.8 of a second. But when it comes to the boarding competition, there's somebody who just blew away the field. Aryeh Zacks at 54 seconds, .93. Stand up and take a bow. Very shy. Aryeh, come up and accept your award. It really is. Really exceptional performance.
1 second, guys. One more, guys.
Smile. When your Rosh Hashiva realizes you were here today instead of being homesick.
Good.
Okay, congratulations. Ezzy. What do you got? Okay. As we all know, the purpose of today's event was to raise much needed funds for Chai4ever. There are 2 categories of leaders. We have our team leader, and then we have the individual who raised the most money. I'm going to start off by asking the team leader to come up. It's a family. The Singer family, Shmaya Singer, please come on up, together with the children, and accept an award for being our #1 team fundraiser. It's a family. I couldn't let that come. Line up. This, Shmaya, hold the flag.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more time. I blinked. Good.
Who blinked?
You.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, a little history here. After all the ribbing about my siblings, the truth is about 2 years ago, actually 8 months after I started Chai4ever, the first day of 2014, 2 of my siblings said they wanted to have a meeting to discuss creating a skiing fundraiser. So we sat down at my house with my brothers Elio and Avram, and we started strategizing about the type of skiing competition we could have. Now, anyone who knows my brother Elio, he's a big believer that the trick to all these things is that you have to basically kill the contestants. So it's not a skiing competition unless it's really like brutal. So his idea of a skiing competition was actually to come to the ski slopes in the winter and have everybody run up the ski slope to the top of the mountain with their boots on, their ski boots on, no skis. And then if they survived the top, he would allow them to ski down to the bottom. Needless to say, we didn't leave that night with a consensus. Avram's idea of a skiing competition was good wine, and we'd like to thank him tonight for all the delicious wine he brought. But in truth, Eliyahu has been involved in Chai4ever from its inception. In fact, his company donated office space for the first year of the organization's existence, and they've been incredibly helpful. So it's an honor to ask Elio to come up and accept the #1 funder for Ski4ever 2017. You could do better next time.
Thank you.
Elio, congratulations. Thank you. Your ten how much
Both?
New York Post. Okay. 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 All kidding aside, tonight and today and tomorrow is really all about one thing, and it's about the Chai4ever families. As in any good Chai4ever event, we always look for a special individual, someone who can come up and talk a bit about their own personal Chai4ever experience. There's a person in this room tonight. She's a mother from Passaic, New Jersey. She brought with her 4 of her children. Nancy Novak is somebody who inspires me every single day. Never a day goes by that you don't see Nancy sporting an incredible smile, looking as if every day is just another great day, another ski day. It so happens to be that Nancy has cancer and has been battling it for a number of years. It is an honor for us to ask Nancy to come up and say a few words. Nancy, the kids are leaving or they're staying? They've been talking about this all day. That you told them they have to stay? Okay, one vote. Nancy Novak. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Discuss my.
He said I was a good mother. If you leave, it shows that I'm not a good mother.
Not quite. Stage right.
Okay, good evening. Is it an honor?
Wait, Nancy, let's do this. You take this over.
They can all, I'm a teacher, they can all hear me without
Can you
this.
fasten that? We'll just something. Where's Mr. Romano? Oh, okay, you figured it out. Right. Let's try again.
Good evening. It is an honor and privilege to be here tonight to talk about Chai4ever, a wonderful organization that is instrumental in my life and in my children's lives. Let me first tell you why Chai4ever is involved with me and my family. Almost 12 years ago, I was having difficulty walking, bending, lifting my baby into his crib. The baby is right over there. He was 18 months old and now he's 12. I went to an orthopedist and he said I should have an MRI. The MRI indicated that I have arthritis, and he poo-pooed it. He said everyone has arthritis, there's nothing for you to worry about. He said go to a rheumatologist. I went to a rheumatologist, I did blood work, and he gave me some pain medication. He said if you still don't feel better in a couple of weeks, I want you to go to a pain management doctor. I went to a pain management doctor, and red flags went up in his head. He's like, this is not normal that a 39-year-old woman can't bend, can't lift up her right arm to put her baby in her crib, can't walk, can't lift her leg up over a curb. He sent me the next day to a bone scan. The bone scan showed that I had lesions throughout my whole entire body. I went to an oncologist at Hackensack Hospital. I remember that day so clearly. I was getting out of the elevator, and the first words that you see are Cancer Care Center. I looked around the waiting room. There were people in wheelchairs, people hooked up to oxygen tanks, people whose skin were so yellow. My doctor didn't even examine me. The first words out of his mouth were, I'm pretty sure you have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. The next day I went for scan after scan. I went for a biopsy. During the biopsy, one doctor walked in, another doctor walked in, another doctor walked in. At this point, I was really freaking out. I said something must seriously be wrong if doctor after doctor keeps coming back. I went home, I davened, I said to him, I went back to the doctor the following day. He said to me, you have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. So I said, oh, stage 4, is that good? He said, no, it's the worst that you can possibly have. You have cancer throughout your whole entire body. I told him he was wrong. I said, I grew up in California, the sunny beaches of LA. I did not become from for this. He said, the reason why this happened to you is for you to work on your emunah and your bitachon. My life continued normally. My first chemo experience, I figured I had 5 kids. They were 18 months old, an almost 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a first grader, and one in 3rd grade. I farmed them all out. Some went to school, some went to a babysitter. I said, figured I never have an opportunity that I can get rid of all my kids. Get rid of kind of is not such a nice word, but you guys know what I mean. So I figured I'll go to chemo, I'll get my nails done, I'll have like a day to myself. No. 8 hours sitting in the infusion room. It was the beginning of the summer also. I was undergoing chemo. I was doing radiation at the time. I also run a camp. During this time period, I was running a camp. I had 21 boys coming to my house. And the first day of camp, I was doing radiation. But I couldn't stop camp. I needed to continue camp. These boys were looking forward to coming to my camp, and I had a responsibility. I was so sick, I couldn't eat anything. That year, Yom Kippur was on a Monday. And I remember that Sunday, I was so sick throughout the whole entire weekend, and I was really nervous about fasting. I called my Rav, and he gave me a heter that I could eat on Yom Kippur. But I decided I really, really wanted to fast because Yom Kippur is all about fasting. So I found places for all my kids to sleep, and all I did was lie down in bed. At this point, my children were 8, 6, 4, 3, and almost 18 months. I survived that Yom Kippur and the last 10 Yom Kippurs after that. My life continued as normally as possible. I ran a play group out of my house. I taught every single day. I looked at chemo as if I was going to ShopRite. It was just part of my routine. I was tired, I was sick, I couldn't eat anything. I did chemo for about 8 months, and then my doctor wanted to try an experiment with me. He wanted to take me off of chemo and do just one drug. I went to the Ski4ever Rebbe and I asked for Eitzah, what should I do? He goes, listen to your oncologist, he knows what you're going to do. Baruch Hashem, I did so well on this one drug that the drug company heard about my stories. The tumors went away in my liver. They flew me out to California. I spoke in front of 400 drug reps. I tried to push for this drug to be used for breast cancer because it was only FDA approved for brain tumors and it was not approved for breast cancer. I was doing great until I had a massive heart attack. My doctor pulled all things. No medication, no chemo, nothing. By the way, when I first went to my doctor and he diagnosed me, he already had me 6 feet under the ground. He did not think my chances of living at all were going to be good. I did great for 7 years. Erev Rosh Hashanah 2014, my doctor called me up. First he called for a favor. He frequently does that, as does Ezzy and Shmuel. I do a lot of PR work for Hackensack Hospital, so my doctor called me up and he said, I need you to do this. I'm like, fine, not a problem. 5 minutes later, he called me up again. He goes, I feel so bad. I'm like, what? The PR work is not happening? He goes, no, I didn't have your scans in front of me when I spoke to you originally on the phone. The cancer came back really, really bad. You need to start chemo immediately. My kids were having holomoid. I wasn't having holomoid. I was hooked up to machines at Hackensack Hospital. When one thinks about cancer, they think about losing hair. There's way more to cancer than just losing hair. I got a paper cut. I got a terrible infection in my finger from a paper cut. We get paper cuts every day. When I get a cold, it lingers and lingers. Mouth sore so bad that you can't eat. One day, my leg was swollen. I called my doctor. He said, you have to get to the hospital right away. You need to go for an ultrasound. I'm like, really, Hashem? All I want to do is go to work. Why? Why do I need to deal with this? Every morning, I say Moda Ani. I'm like, okay, what's going to be my side effect today? April of 2015 was a hard but rewarding month for me. I had a terrible infection. I slept through Pesach. I can't even tell you what was happening at the Seder. I was making a bar mitzvah. I had a kiddush in my house. Couldn't move. I was in the ER the night before my son's bar mitzvah. The morning of his laning, I had such bad mouth sores that I couldn't talk, and hundreds of people were coming to my house. My daughter ran to the dentist in the neighborhood to get me something so I could put in my mouth so I could just calm down the mouth sores. And I'm like, Hashem, it's the day of my son's bar mitzvah. Can't I get a break? This son gave me firm instructions. He said, he's not laning, he's not wearing a hat, he's not wearing a suit, everything has to be green, and he needs to have a cat as a bar mitzvah present. He laned, he wore a hat, everything was green. He didn't get a cat. I'm a good mother, but I'm not that good of a mother. I was so nervous for this shy, timid child. When he was done, the nachas that I felt was all the physical pain and all the suffering I endured prior to his bar mitzvah was well worth it. That is why I can say April of 2015 was such a rewarding month for me. A year ago, my foot was hurting me really badly. No doctor could solve my problems. I went for this one test where they sent jolts of electricity through your body. I was put in a boot. I wore a boot for about a year. I had surgery on my foot, and I remember the morning of my surgery. My phone rang a little bit before 8 a.m. Right before I was about to go into the OR. Who was on the phone? It was Leah Nadler, the social worker from Chai4ever, just calling to wish me well. When I got home, there was a beautiful balloon bouquet from Ski4ever. Leah even schlepped all the way from Lakewood to come visit me. Naturally, she brought lots of goodies. When I was sitting Shiva for my mom last March, Ezzy paid a Shiva call. My kids ran to me like, Ezzy's here, Ezzy's here. They were so impressed that he came all the way from Lakewood. I had another surgery. I spent last Pesach in the hospital. My foot was infected. I went in the hospital again on Shavuos. My kids saw me being taken away in an ambulance on Shavuos. I was sent home. I was on IV antibiotics. I was bedridden. I was making another bar mitzvah. This bar mitzvah was pretty schwach. It was right before Tisha B'Av. I had the surprise of my life. The kids ran up to me and they're like, Shmuel and Ezzy are here, as if like Tom Brady and Eli Manning were here. Like, that's great, that's wonderful. Like, whenever they see Shmuel and Ezzy, their faces light up. Their smiles are like from Vermont to Passaic, New Jersey. All of a sudden, 140 campers and counselors burst in to my bar mitzvah. Actually, the boy that was sitting right here, his bar mitzvah, Benjamin's bar mitzvah. The ruach and the octus in that room was unbelievable. It was a magical night. These counselors did not know me. They didn't know my family. You could not tell that it was the first time that they met me. The simcha that they had for the bar mitzvah boy was so special. It was the most emotional night of my life. It is because there is something so special about the goal of Ski4ever. They want to bring happiness into families, despite the fact that they are going through a serious illness. I can actually forget that I am a sick person. Ski4ever only wants to bring joy and happiness to families. Just 6 weeks ago, we went to Scranton, Pennsylvania to go skiing. And I'm the type of person, I could do everything. Nothing knocks me down. I did the bunny hill. I had some problems. Like, okay, bunny hill, like that's for babies. I'm like, I'm doing the green. I crashed, I fell. I didn't care about the physical pain, it was the emotional pain. I'm like, I can't believe it. I cannot ski, that's not like me. Today, I went down the green 4 times. And I only was able to do it because of Ski4ever. The emotional support, where I'm holding psychologically today that I could do green, like, yes, you guys, you're 51 seconds, you're 47 seconds, whatever. Hello. 50 years old, skiing, cancer, that rocks. Back to the bar mitzvah. So I was so touched what Ski4ever did for my sons. That night they were whisked away for the next 10 days. A baseball game, dolphin watching, ropes course, Disney, SeaWorld, Hollywood Studios, bubble soccer, professional portraits done Erev Shabbos, a Yoni Z concert, Motzi Shabbos, and a cruise. It was a trip of a lifetime. Camp4ever was an incredible experience for my boys. I was so impressed that each boy got their own counselor. Each counselor called me up to find out about their camper, if there's anything special that they should know. To this day, the counselors still call. We've been invited to their weddings. One counselor always stops by to visit when he's in Passaic. Each counselor was handpicked for each boy on this trip. That is going beyond the call of duty, but that is what Chai4ever is. They go beyond the call of duty. They think about everything, what they can do to help every family that is part of Chai4ever. One day, my 17-year-old daughter was having a rough day in school. But then she remembered that night, Chai4ever was bringing her favorite dinner from her favorite restaurant. She forgot about her midterms, papers, whatever. She's like, yes, Chai4ever is bringing me dinner. Like all of her problems were magically whisked away just because of Chai4ever. Our lives are so much better because Chai4ever is part of it. Despite having cancer, I know that I can deal with it because Chai4ever is there for us. My kids are able to go on the best trips because of Chai4ever. Chai4ever is not just an organization. They are family. One night I was having a hard time dealing with my cancer, and Shmuel gave me such chizuk. Ezzy and Shmuel text me, how are you doing? There's no other organization out there that does this. Each of their clients is treated like royalty. When the Novaks walk into a Chai4ever event, we are treated with love, kindness, and wow, I am so happy to see you're here. They make each person feel so special. One of my kids says Chai4ever is Cholamoid year-round. Chai4ever is an organization that truly cares. They send gifts on Hanukkah, tons of candy on Purim, plan the most exciting Cholamoid trips. Weeks before every Yom Tov, my kids are waiting for the mail to see what Chai4ever has planned for Cholamoid. Pesach is coming up. But Chai4ever is not just about trips. It's about emotional support. It is about warmth and giving. Cancer is not fun, but knowing that Chai4ever is there for me makes my life so much better. I can truly say that I and my kids' lives have been enhanced and filled with such tenderness knowing that Chai4ever is part of our family. I feel that Chai4ever is the light at the end of my tunnel.
Nancy, thank you for your heartfelt words. I have nothing important to say. Thank you for your heartfelt words. The truth is that I feel comfortable saying you have done an incredible job of representing the hundreds of Chai4ever families. Each one is truly treated as if it's our only family. But yes, we will always have a very special place in our hearts for the entire Novak family. They are truly special. Just to wrap it up, so Nancy referenced a little bit about Camp4ever, which was a unique program that we started last summer, and we started a boys' camp. Not because we are in any way discriminatory, it simply was we had to start somewhere, and we decided to start with the boys. Well, this summer, one of our goals, with Hashem's help, is to open up a girls' camp. We have already had approximately 750 applicants, counselors who would like to work in this camp. 750 applicants who have applied to work in Camp4ever this summer. Needless to say, we will hopefully only choose the very best. Running Chai4ever is really a challenge. It's a challenge because there are constantly new cases coming through the pipeline. As the organization's work becomes more well known, more people approach us asking for help. And unfortunately, there's quite a bit of illness and sickness out there. Between opening up another camp this summer contending with an ever-increasing population, it certainly is something that requires an enormous amount of support. By you coming out here today and taking the first step to building this new potential revenue stream for the organization, you have given us hope. Hope that we will be able to meet the challenges head on, help every family that needs help, make sure that every family has an appropriate Pesach plan, including a Chalamoid trip, and ensure that every single child and parent receives the support that they need and certainly deserve. So, if there's one takeaway from today's event, I would say it is, please go back home safely after tomorrow's great day. Spread the word. Think about any which way you could potentially increase your support, increase your advocacy, do whatever you can to help us make sure that we can be there for every single Chai4ever family the way they truly need and deserve. Thank you so much, and let's enjoy the rest of our evening.
Told you. Didn't believe you.
Handle from all my siblings. That's the most fun I've ever
I charge by the hour. $2 an hour. What's up, celebrity?
Win? You always have to win?
Wait for it.
Let's go.
Oh, nice pictures, nice images.
You're live on camera. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay. You're live. I'm giving everything to what's his name?